Looks like they've changed the description of Oberon, because I'm sure it said something about Guardian of the Forest. Nope, same description. Weird. But you can see he's got an extra 75 armor and 25 energy. That is pretty much the only difference between the two stat-wise. Of course, you have the whole in the void, the death orbs will give you more power. The main thing for primes is they come with more polarities. 2 dashes, 2 Vs. With, of course, his parts, the blueprint dropping on the Meso N4 relic, his chassis dropping on the Axi H2 relic, systems on the Axi O1, and his Neuroptics falling on the Meso O1 relic. All of his abilities work the same as they did since his rework. Renewal is probably one of the best changes, that and the visuals for Hallowed Ground, but Renewal now works as a toggle style ability which drains as allies are actually using the health regen, so you just kind of turn it on and leave it running and it'll just heal people as they need healed, which is great. And Hallowed Ground still has the armor buff as long as you have Renewal going, and the enemy's armor debuff as long as you, I think, smite them first. I can't remember exactly how that one works. And Reckoning still irradiates them so they attack each other, so the abilities work exactly the same. Being a prime just means he's visually changed. He has that extra bit of energy and armor and the 2 extra polarities, which are useful if you don't have an Oberon, but unless you're fairly new to the game, Oberon's fairly easy to get a hold of to begin with. I kind of wish that Oberon Prime was a lot hot. Maybe all of his parts were the rare drops from every relic to make him harder to get, because normal Oberon is so easy to get, but not many people would actually sit and farm them, and then people would get annoyed if that was such a thing. So, but then there was this. If you want to watch the full video, it's actually linked in the description below for his release trailer. When them flowers start coming out when he uses Hallowed Ground in the trailer is actually going to be a thing in-game. So every time you cast Hallowed Ground, it will bring flowers out, as was mentioned in the, Remote Observer Volume 6, which are things that have been in updates that most people won't notice, and then they have this little bit at the end that's coming soon. That is a visual change I'm really looking forward to experiencing with Oberon Prime, and as much as I really disliked his helmet when he first came out, once I took this screenshot of him basically in the GOAT position, I kind of stopped hating it as much, and I think it was just after using it more than that one image was. But after using it for a while, it's not as bad as I first expected this thing to be, because the helmet is a little bit over the top. The rest of him being the Guardian of the Forest with all of these metal spikes on him and everything else weren't as bad as I first thought they were going to be. When I saw the first visuals of him, like a lot of people, I expected him to be a real kind of eyesore, but he wasn't that bad once you actually get to use him a little bit. But I still don't know if I'm going to leave him as he is or take that helmet off. He looks kind of weird with his normal helmet on. When it came to what build to put on him, I don't really have a decent build for Oberon at all, and I think I'm going to drop 1D polarity into him. I haven't decided yet if I will or not, so I haven't actually done it yet. He's on the list of things that I really should do, but I'm questioning whether it should be done. But the one thing you have to watch out for is if you put Transient Fortitude in here with Intensify, yes, it may give you 180% power strength, but even with primed continuity, you're only going to have 125% duration, and that's where things get complicated with Oberon, because you need the power strength for Hallowed Ground and Smite, but at the same time you also need the duration for Hallowed Ground. Yeah, it also comes in useful for Reckoning. They'll attack each other for longer for the crowd control aspect, but to be fair, it just depends how you play as to how you set him up. So I'm just not going there at all in this one. He's a really awkward one to try and set up. Anyway, we'll leave this off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.